Hello and welcome to Scripting Your Career, a podcast series by SetMyCareer where we discuss all things career related. I'm your host Vaishnavi and today I have a very special guest with me, Dr Nandkishore Rathi, Chief Career Navigator at SetMyCareer. Dr. Rathi holds over 40 years of experience guiding and counseling students and working professionals globally. So let's dive in. Welcome, sir. Would you like to say something about SetMyCareer?
Yeah, absolutely. So, SetMyCareer is an initiative by a group of professionals to guide the students and industry executives, people with career break, towards the right career in today's competitive, volatile, challenging, uncertain world. So, basically, we help people to navigate to the right career, whether it is education or whether it is job.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Since we spoke a lot about career, my first question to you is what is a career? Or what is a job? Is it something that the stream that we pick, or is it something that we would want to do till we turn 60? So, what is career according to you?
Yeah, that's very interesting because for some people, career is just education. For some people, it is just job.
Right.
For some people, it is reaching somewhere as a destination. But actually, that is not the right thing. Career is a very broad term, and it is encompassing of almost 35 to 40 years of your life, where you are taking your first decision after 10th,
Right.
you are then completing the degree, then the job, then the experiences in the job, and getting selected, getting rejected,
Right.
feeling great, feeling not so great, stressful, burnt out. So all these feelings, all these experiences, all these achievements, all these failures put together becomes the career experience of that person, and that whole thing is called as a career till that date.
Okay, all right. That's a very interesting perspective because I personally have never thought of career as something that I need to start doing right away. It was always in the back of my mind. So that brings me to the next question. What is a short-term career goal and what is a long-term career goal? Is there any difference between the two?
Yeah, actually, this is very important because in certain societies, people always have a short-term goal, and they look at only 100-meter as part of their career. For example, their most important goal becomes selecting a best coaching class. Another best important goal becomes which stream to take in 11th standard, then which degree to go, which branch to select, which city to stay, which college to opt for.
Right.
But actually, short-term career goal should be part and parcel of a long-term strategic thinking
Right.
about the career. So short-term means what I want to achieve in the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. But the long-term is what kind of work will make my life meaningful, fruitful, rewarding, enjoyable, and satisfying.
Right, right. So, sir, what is the role of education when it comes to long-term career success? Does education play an important role, or is it just something that students are doing nowadays?
Yeah, correct. There are a lot of myths about education.
Right.
Some people feel that education has nothing to do with the success because they are seeing so many stories of success without even having a degree completed, college dropouts,
Correct.
are not even gone to any college, and just a few years of schooling they have done. So basically, education is important.
Right.
It plays a vital role in somebody's long-term career if the education is as per the long-term work that the person wants to engage in. So in fact, before coming to any conclusion about education, we should come to the conclusion about what kind of work I need to do for rest of my life, which will give me good rewards, satisfaction, and gives and builds my foundation for a great career. So if that education is serving this purpose, then that is a right kind of education. Otherwise, it is just few years to be spent in college with growth in the age and a laminated certificate that you get, which then doesn't play any role in your career.
Correct. Absolutely, absolutely agreed, sir. So that brings me to another question that I had in mind, that what are the different phases in one's career? Is 10th standard a phase, then 12th, then college, or can it be different from a person to person?
Yeah, in fact, it is very important that we understand the context of career,
Right.
because we are on an average 69 years of life, and in that we have to make our dreams come
Yes.
true. So basically, if we are planning about 30 years of work and the education before that, these are the broad phases in one's career. First phase is the foundation building till 10th standard.
Right.
And then the person has to decide which stream to go for,
Correct.
whether arts, commerce, or
Yes.
science.
Yes.
But during 11th and 12th, there is another thing that the people have to work on, and that is which entrance exams to give, which degree to pursue, which specialization to
Right.
opt for. Once the degree is completed, ideally the person should be working.
Correct.
But if the person has more academic orientation, then the person can go for higher studies.
Right.
And when the person starts working, the first 5 years of that work is called as building the professional foundation for gaining the right experience to kind of moving towards becoming the expert. And then the next phase is leveraging on the expertise
Right.
for the next 5 to 7 years. And the last phase of everybody's career ideally should be, and many people have that kind of career success in their given lifetime, and that is creating huge impact out of all the learning and development that one has gone through. If these phases are very successfully managed with the right decision making, then that person's career becomes very meaningful, and the person looks back to his career that I really learned and created the required impact in my lifetime.
Excellent insight, sir. Thank you so much. So I wonder, are there any steps involved in ensuring one's career success?
Yeah, in fact, the career planning is the answer to career success. And although the world is changing fast, but it doesn't mean that you don't plan your career. Why you need to plan your career is because you are unique. The world can go in any direction, but your uniqueness, your strengths, your talent, your passion is not going to change. So you need to plan your career as per your passion, your talent,
Right.
your personality, your dreams, your aspirations. And for that, these are the steps that one should definitely follow. The first and foremost and the most important step in career planning is self-awareness. Without self-awareness, one cannot move in any direction in career, because there are million things in the world, but there are few things that are for you in this world. So self-awareness basically means knowing your talent, passion, and your instinct. The second step in career planning is to then look at the career options which are compatible to your profile.
Okay.
And then you investigate the career options. Finally, you opt for one particular career that broadly I want to do this kind of work throughout my life. And then you kind of finalize some goals, some aims and objectives. And once you finalize that I want to pursue this education, this specialization, this kind of job in this kind of industry, then comes the next important step, and that is developing the career strategies.
Okay. Okay.
So career strategies are required for every phase, because whatever you are, you need to make the best use of your time, effort, and resources. So strategy for coaching class,
Right.
strategy for learning and development, strategy for your study and scoring the marks, strategy to crack that first grade job,
Yes.
strategy to present yourself in the interview, strategy to grow, strategy to promote, and be more productive to finally become a real good expert, authority, which everybody respects and everybody talks about.
Right.
So these are the steps that after strategy, then you create an impact, and again you go back to your career planning, seeing that what kind of change I need to do in my
Absolutely.
career planning or the initial goal, and then rectify that goal.
Right.
And eventually you come to a new cycle of career development.
Wow, sir, I did not really know that there are so many steps involved in career planning. So, could you give me an example of a person maybe you have guided who has followed the same career planning steps that you just mentioned and, really succeeded in their life?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, in fact, I am remembering one very interesting case where a family
Okay.
traveled all the way from Kolkata to Bangalore.
Okay.
And in fact, the particular student was in the ninth standard. And they said that our problem is not career, but the child is having some kind of attention deficiency.
Oh, okay.
So I said, okay, sir, let me go ahead with the process of career planning.
Right.
And we did the assessment of the student, and we discussed with the parents what are the possibilities of that child.
Yes.
And to my surprise and to the surprise of the parents, I gave them in writing that this particular child will become a 25 lakh rupees per day lawyer.
Oh.
And they didn't believe me.
Okay.
But eventually, the child went to 11th and 12th standard, although he had ADHD problem as per the parents.
Right.
And he cracked admission to India's top law school.
Wow.
And not only that, but when I was doing career planning of his younger sister, I inquired about him, and he came on the video call, joined me from Delhi.
Okay.
And he was telling me that, sir, I am the topper in the law course.
Wow.
And I am rocking, and I am just the talk of the college about my insights on law and the way I argue and present the cases. And now he's very excited to be one of the top lawyers of the country.
That's great.
And that somewhere gives me a feeling that yes, in fact, it is not only that we tell something to people, but there is something bigger that people explore than what even we tell them about their career. This is the magic of career planning, where we don't do any magic as such, but we just make the person aware of himself or herself.
Yes.
And from there the person takes charge of his or her life, and then make things happen beyond our expectations and our prediction.
Right. That's great. And I'm sure that the person right now is still rocking. So that's a great thing. Hope you liked the video. If you have any questions regarding your career, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. For more such career related videos, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit on the bell icon. Remember, a single insight can change your life.